Hi, I'm Instructor Scala, and I'm one of the full-time EMS faculty members. Our classes are housed in the Public Safety Institute on the Windsor campus. We are located just east of I-25 on Highway 34 and County Road 17. Our building is built like a station and houses EMS, fire, and police programs. We want you to feel as if this is your station. Working in the industry, you will develop friendships that become family. Part of the success of our program is teaching our students how to work in a station environment and how to work with your peers. Our station includes a lounge that is equipped with direct TV and special TV adapters to plug in a laptop and do group studying. We also have fun, stress-relieving games and special activities going on monthly. The kitchen is a very popular space. We have refrigerators for you to store your meals and plenty of kitchen equipment to assist you in preparing crew meals. Our barbecue grill outside is always available for use, along with basketball and other outside games. Students enjoy studying over meals together. For students in need, we also have a free Artie's food pantry. Physical fitness is especially important for first responders. Our station has a CrossFit gym and CPAP fitness course with personal trainers available to assist you. No better way to de-stress than working out with your classmates. All of our instructors are experienced field providers from a variety of locations around Colorado and Wyoming. Enrichment activities are also part of our program and may include field trips to the Western States Burn Center, medevac helicopter services at Northern Colorado Medical Center, area fire departments, and more. We bring in industry experts to teach you about specialty areas such as dive rescue, tactical medicine, self-defense, mental health for first responders, and more. Your lab sessions will feature state-of-the-art technology and simulation rooms with simulation robots. You will study anatomy and physiology with the anatomage table. It has 3 cadavers and multiple patient case studies of MRIs, CTs, and 40 video scans. Students participate in class and study on the table individually or with specialized tutors. Of course, no station is complete without emergency apparatus. We have 2 ambulances and plenty of fire trucks. Students will get a ride in the ambulances within 2 weeks of class starting to learn the skills and the environments that they will be caring for their patients. There are several steps to the registration process, and you will be getting a lot of information in this process. Please take your time, print out all of the documents, and review them carefully. I would suggest taking notes as you watch the upcoming videos. I will be back at the end of the process to tell you what steps are next.
I chose AIMS for the pre-med pathway because I think EMT is a valuable skill to have for pre-med.
Being able to practice in real ambulances with our instructors during class helps us to prepare for real-world scenarios. It is much different than practicing in a classroom.
I gained a lot from taking EMT as a pre-med student. It allowed me to open a lot of doors and allowed me to see a lot of opportunities that I didn't see before.
I had heard that a lot of students had gotten into medical school due to just coming over here and doing this very rigorous, good program.
The sim mannequins and simulation rooms allow students to learn individually in real-life situations.
I really like the intensity and all the unique opportunities that AIMS provides for their students.
We have tutoring, our own library in the building, the anatomage cadaver table, up-to-date EMS equipment, our own kitchen, lounge, and CrossFit gym.
I chose AIMS EMT simply because if you want to learn medicine from the best possible people, this is the place to do it.
I think something that's really unique about the AIMS program is the large array of instructors that you get to interact with on a daily basis.
The instructors are experienced paramedics and EMTs from ambulance service, flight services, and fire departments. They can help us choose our correct pathway for our paramedic careers.
A lot of the instructors are actually people who are working actively in the field.
Instructors are always willing to help out during class and outside of class. It is important to ask for help early in order to be successful.
The instructors are not just here to train us for certification. They often offer interview advice and explain how many of the different hiring processes work.
So use this opportunity, get to know these instructors, and in turn, you'll use these connections in the future as you become an EMT.
When I was trying to decide which programs I wanted to go to in the region, I quickly realized that AIMS' reputation was second to none.
Ames students have an advantage when interviewing for jobs because of the strong reputation of Ames EMS graduates.
We get to wear a one-patch uniform that makes us look like the providers we are riding with. It is a huge responsibility, but such an amazing privilege.
The program has an advisory board that meets twice a year to assist the Ames EMS department with developing programs that fit the industry needs. Ames works hard to ensure all graduates are up to these standards for area employers.
It is a paramilitary program that teaches you about the professionalism of the industry.
The paramilitary style really helps us to understand the culture of the professions we will be working in during our careers.
Our required Class B uniform is a blue shirt, black belt, blue pants, and black boots.
Uniforms in class can seem a bit unusual, but it does change the way others interact with the students in the building, as well as the community when we are out running practice calls in the ambulance.
It is very important that you are always perceived as a professional. You never know who you're going to see out on the clinicals, and you never know who you're going to run into on campus.
We appreciate having classmates that are dressed professionally, act professionally, and are held to high standards. We address our instructors by their titles, and they address us by our last name.
Doing all of this gives you the building blocks and stepping stones to take the right direction in your career.
The attendance policy for EMS and the fire science program is a little bit different than most college classes.
You only get one day that you can miss, but really I suggest trying not to miss any days because the information is just like drinking out of a fire hose. There's so much, and that's really why it is strict, is so that you don't miss information that's really vital to your success in class.
Before registering, be sure this is a good semester for you to take the class in regards to your time commitments, financial situation, physical situation, and overall mental health. You need to bring your A game to class.
Students who do not follow the attendance policy, dress code, or maintain good grades do not get to stay in the program.
The strict attendance policy here at Ames helps you get ready for a job because it teaches you to exceed expectations for when you need to be at work and what you need to do while you're there. The enrichment days are designed to give you a little taste of things outside of class and to learn things that aren't part of the actual curriculum.
A dive instructor came in and he had all of his dive gear and told us how to rescue from the water and in floods and situations like that.
Getting to tour the medevac helicopter and meet the crews was a fantastic learning experience. Flight medicine is an important part of our education, and the flight crews also built amazing case studies for us to talk through with them in small groups.
I got to do a firefighter down scenario where I got to put on bunker gear and an air pack and actually practice pulling a down firefighter out of a situation.
Western States Burn Center does a great job with teaching us how to care for patients with actual case studies and by giving us a tour through their burn unit. They are always open to questions and it enriches what we get in our lecture and class lab time.
Learning from experts like first responder trauma counselors and certified Krav Maga self-defense instructors further shows how much our instructors care. They are looking out for our personal and mental health safety before we even start working. These classes are great enrichment days.
You have to be physically fit to do this job. You have heavy lifting, bending, and you need to be in the best shape you can be.
No matter where you work in this profession, physical fitness will be important. Take advantages of the CrossFit gym and trainers when you are on campus. The majority of employers do require a fitness test.
Any accommodations that need to be made must be set up well before the semester begins. Please read over the functional job description and contact the Ames Disability Office if you are in need of an accommodation.
Station life at Ames is designed to be very similar to stations where you're actually going to be working.
Our EMS station at Ames is pretty cool because it gives you the environment of being in a fire station, and it lets you know what it's like to live with other people and to share chores.
You're cleaning kitchens, you're working together, you're doing the floors, making sure everything's clean.
Studying in the station with your classmates helps you understand the material better and can improve your performance in class. It is easy to get distracted at home, and here in the station we keep each other motivated and accountable.
Living the life that you're trying to get a job in, really.
Friendships and connections are built daily. We never know just who may stop into our station for a visit. Many recruiters stop in outside of the fall and spring main recruiting fairs. Enjoy the station and remember to act professionally. Every day in our station is a job interview.
Simple respect is how we run the station here at Ames.
My clinical experience at the ER was pretty cool. I got to do CPR for a full trauma.
Riding along with the paramedics in the ambulance was challenging and fun. We get to see a variety of calls and assist the crews.
We had a full trauma come in, and with the trauma surgeon and the ED physician, and with all the nurses, you kind of get this visceral response.
I was able to work with doctors, PAs, nurses, and emergency department techs and see how they all function together to help their patients.
The clinical rides are another place job interviews take place. The crews look to see if the students are prepared, professional, and ready to work. It is not the time to stand back and watch. Getting an invitation to come back from a crew is a great compliment. Strive for that invitation. Listen to your instructor's advice and you'll have an amazing clinical rotation.
Exams here at Ames are pretty rigorous. They're designed to get you ready for your national registry test. They take about 2 weeks of studying per test, and there's no way to study the night before just to cram for it. You have to actually understand the information to get through the questions.
Study with your peers, study with your family, make sure you're understanding the concepts.
A lot of the time you'll study something and you'll have all these individual facts memorized in your head, and you get to the actual test and it's a broad concept of something that you have seen before and it's not new to you, but you have to apply what you know in like a logical, critical fashion.
As a potential Ames EMS student, you should expect to be studying at least 15 hours per week, more or less, depending on what kind of learner you are. The Ames EMS program is very hands-on, but you definitely need to study as well. And so I would expect to study 15 to 20 hours a week.
Get together with a few students from your EMT class and study outside of class.
Utilize groups, try to study with more than one person, study together, and study actively.
My name is Chief Willits. I'm with the Fire and EMS departments here at Ames Community College. I'm here to talk to you about your National Registry and State of Colorado EMT certification. Certification in the state of Colorado is what allows you to practice as an EMT in Colorado. First and foremost, you need to complete all 5 courses. Then you will need to get your certification through National Registry of Emergency Medical Technicians. The NREMT is a national agency that certifies EMTs, and the state of Colorado requires that for you to apply. After you've completed all 5 courses, you will have a free National Registry practical that will be given at this campus. After you pass that successfully, you set up and take the National Registry written exam on your own. After you've passed that, you get your National Registry certification as an EMT. That with your current and valid American Heart Association CPR card will allow you to apply and get your certification from the state of Colorado. The state will also require a fingerprint-based background check, which you'll get information on, and you should do that earlier in the class. State of Colorado and National Registry will require some fees. Make sure that you budget for that. Good luck with your exams and have fun in class.
Hi, my name is Stacy and I am the Staff Associate for the Public Safety Programs here on the Windsor campus. I am in charge of receiving and going over your prerequisites. Our EMT Basic program is a 12-credit program that consists of 5 classes: EMS 121, 122, 123, 124, and 170. EMS 121 through 124 are the lecture and lab classes, and EMS 170 is the clinical class. All 5 classes must be completed within the same semester in order to complete the program. If for any reason you do not pass one of the classes, you need to repeat the entire sequence again during another semester. You must complete the clinical class, EMS 170, in order to finalize the EMT Basic program. During the first week of class, you will be expected to attend a mandatory meeting with your clinical instructor, where you will be given information about signing up and fulfilling your clinical rotation obligations. Please keep in mind that your clinical rotations will be assigned outside of your regular class schedule. In order for you to complete your clinical rotations, we have clinical sites that require certain criteria to be able to complete your rotation at their facilities. In the packet along with this video, there is a prerequisite immunization checklist that you must complete. All immunizations along with the background check, drug screen, and CPR card will need to be turned in by the first day of class. Students who do not have immunization records and are just starting will be required to have their first rounds done 2 weeks prior to the first day of class in order to meet the clinical deadline. If you fail to meet the criteria, you will be dropped from all classes and you will have to retake the EMT basic program another semester. There will be no exceptions. Immunization records and CPR cards can be scanned and emailed or faxed to the fax number listed on the prerequisite document. To be accepted into the EMT basic program, you need to complete the following steps. Step 1. Complete your application on the AIMS website to become a student. Step 2. Activate your My AIMS account and your AIMS email. Remember, at this point, you are not registered for classes yet, but you are now an AIMS student. Step 3. Download and print the information session signature forms. Step 4. Sign the information session signature forms, scan, and then email these forms from your AIMS email that you activated to ems@aims.edu. Step 5. Upon receipt of the signed forms from your AIMS email, you will then receive an email to your AIMS email that will include directions on how to register for classes, along with a link to the background check. Emails from email accounts other than your student emails will not be accepted. Step 6. Register for your classes per the directions given. Please make sure you are checking your aims.edu email, as information will not be sent to personal emails. So it is essential that you learn how to access this email and check it daily. Please refer to the attached packet for instructions on how to do so.
Thank you for taking time to watch our orientation. We're excited to have you as a student at Ames Community College. As I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of information being distributed to you, and you have multiple things to accomplish in order to register for our classes. Our classes fill up quickly, so do not delay starting the registration process. You will need to click on the EMT Forms to Sign button next. Once you open the link, you will need to print the forms. Please read them carefully and sign them. There are directions with the forms on how to submit them as proof that you have completed this mandatory orientation. Feel free to watch the orientation video over if you need to. Our contact information has been included in your welcome packet. Our EMT class motto is "One team, one fight," and you're one of us now. Please let us know how we can further assist you, and welcome to the Ames Community College EMS program.